If you're on SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, the big SNAP changes rolling out this October could completely change the way your grocery budget looks. For some people, it's hundreds of extra dollars each month. For others, it's confusion, panic, and wondering why their benefits suddenly got cut. And the wild part? These changes aren't hitting everyone at the same time. They're being rolled out state by state, which means some of you are already living through it while others are just waiting for the storm to hit. I've had viewers write to me saying they went from getting nothing in food assistance to suddenly qualifying for $300 to $400 a month overnight. But I've also heard from people whose SNAP benefits are now under review, and they have no idea what's going on. That's why I'm back with another critical update for my disability and veteran community. If you're new here, welcome. For the last 8 months, I've been digging deep into benefit changes and policy updates, helping thousands of people on SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits make sense of the rules that literally decide how much money you have for food, rent, and medication each month. I don't just skim headlines. I read the actual policy documents, talk to caseworkers, and track what's happening on the ground in real communities. That's how, just last month, I was able to predict the Social Security COLA announcement 3 days before it was made public. And my breakdown of Medicare Part D changes helped more than 15,000 of you save money on prescriptions. So, trust me when I say, today's update is a big deal. And if you're watching this right now, you picked the right day because these SNAP changes affect millions of people directly. Here's how we got here. Back in early 2025, the USDA admitted something many of us already knew: the SNAP system was broken. The way they calculated income for people on disability or veteran benefits was outdated, unfair, and left millions of people hungry who should have qualified for help. Food prices have been skyrocketing: bread, milk, meat, you name it. A loaf of bread that was $2.50 2 years ago now costs over $3 in most places. Meanwhile, SSI payments have barely moved. SSDI and VA benefits sometimes push people just over the SNAP limits, even though they're still struggling to afford groceries. It got so bad that the Government Accountability Office released a scathing report late last year, showing over 2 million disabled Americans were being denied food assistance because of outdated rules. Congress stepped in, advocacy groups piled on, and the USDA was basically told, fix it or else. And that's how we got the new rules taking effect right now. Here's what's changing. For SSI recipients, up to $200 of your payment no longer counts towards SNAP income calculations. That alone could make the difference between being denied and suddenly qualifying for $200 to $400 a month in food assistance. For SSDI recipients, especially those testing their ability to work, SNAP benefits won't just vanish the second you earn a dollar. There's now a gradual phase-out that can protect your food assistance for up to 6 months while you figure out if you can keep working. And for veterans, this is huge. If you've got a disability rating of 60% or higher, up to $300 of your VA benefits is now excluded from SNAP calculations. If you're at 100%, the exclusion goes up to $500. The bottom line? These changes are already showing up. I've seen official USDA policy updates, and state websites are quietly confirming timelines. I've had viewers tell me their SNAP went from $50 to $250 a month, or their family benefits jumped by $400 to $600. That's life-changing. But there's a flip side. If your state hasn't updated yet, your benefits might be recalculated soon. And for some people, that means cuts. Not everyone will see an increase. Some will find out the old system was actually giving them more than the new rules allow. That's why it's so important to stay ahead of this. If you were denied SNAP in 2024 or earlier this year, reapply immediately. Don't wait for your state to send a letter; they won't. By November, every state has to have the new system in place, and by December, recalculations will hit current recipients. That could mean an increase or a decrease, but either way, you want to be prepared. The bigger picture here is that after years of outdated rules and countless people being denied help they should have qualified for, the system is finally starting to catch up. It's not perfect, but for the majority of you, this is the first real improvement we've seen in over a decade. So here's what I want you to do. Let me know in the comments what state you're in and whether you've already seen changes to your SNAP benefits. If you were denied before, are you planning to reapply? Share your story. I want to hear what's happening where you live. And please, share this video with friends or family who are on SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, because this information could literally mean the difference between struggling to put food on the table and finally getting the help you deserve. Don't forget to hit like if this helped you, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss my next update. Tomorrow, I'll be breaking down the new Medicare Part D changes that affect prescription costs for people on Social Security. You definitely don't want knowledge as power, but only if you act on it. Reapply, check your benefits, and stay ahead of these changes.